Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to Anlex TV, where flavor meets soul. My name is Annie B, and in today's video, I'm showing you how I make some smoked pimento or some jerk pork shoulder. When I say this was so tender, fall off the bone is an understatement. It was absolutely delicious and made in the oven. But you see how it looks like it has a bark? Like I actually smoked it on a smoker? Listen. This was so good. I promised you guys that I would have all the recipes to the barbecue platter I did, and I am delivering on that promise. So let's get into the recipe. Ain't nothing to it but to get into it. All right, so here's my dry mix for my pork shoulder. I have some ground allspice, some salt, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, paprika, thyme. You can also use fresh thyme. I'm using dried thyme. And then you're going to give that a mix. And let me say thank you. Thank you to every single person who joined the barbecue collab. Remember, you guys, there's a playlist called the barbecue collab that you can check out to see everyone who joined and all their creations for the barbecue collab and their stories as well. Okay, and now here's my wet marinade. I have jerk seasoning, ground ginger, soy sauce, minced garlic, liquid smoke. And this is how you're going to get that smoky taste without actually smoking it on a smoker. And then I have some lemon juice here. So this is going to be a delicious jerk, Jamaican jerk pork shoulder. OMG, is going to be divine. Okay, and you can also add ketchup to your marinade if you want to. Now, I've already cleaned my pork shoulder. This is half a pork shoulder. It's not a whole pork shoulder. It's half. And it was about $9.99, which I thought was a good price. So I said, let me get it. Okay, and I'm just scoring the skin. All right, I initially wanted the skin to get crispy, but you'll see later that, well, you saw in the intro that it didn't actually get crispy. But it was melt in your mouth tender. So tender. All right, so I'm going to drain that water off. You want to pat it, pat it dry. Remember, I'm putting a marinade on it anyway, so you just don't want excess water. So first, we're going to put our dry mix on our pork shoulder. I actually really liked getting the half. I'm used to making the whole pork shoulder, but if I had to make this for like the holidays, I would get 2 halves. Cooks for less time, and you can control the cook a lot better. Now, once you add the dry mix to your pork shoulder, you can go ahead and add your marinade. And you want to be liberal. Don't be stingy with it. Be liberal. Get it all up in there. All right. Again, shout out to At Home with Lisa. Lisa, this was a request of hers for me to make a Caribbeanized pork shoulder. So I did. Be sure to leave your requests down in the comments below. I love when I don't think of something and then someone gives me the idea to do it, because then it feels exciting. It inspires me. All right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and put this in this pan. Really, I wanted it with the skin up, face up, but the way this was cut, I couldn't get it like that. Like, I probably would have to put foil on the side till I have it set up, and I wasn't going to do all that, okay? So now you're going to get it in your pan, and you're going to cover it tight with foil, and you're going to go ahead and get that in the oven on 300. This is, when I say low and slow, low and slow. Okay. And I believe I cooked this for about 4 hours. And this was about 4.5 pounds. You could just see how that meat just wants to tear away. It's so tender. And I'm trying not to mess it up because I want to take a picture and all that stuff. But it was so, look, you could just see the jiggle. You see that jiggle? It's jiggling, baby. Yes. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little more jerk seasoning all over. And I like to use Walkerswood jerk seasoning. It's my favorite jerk seasoning. I'll leave a link down the description box if you perhaps want to get it from Amazon. But I buy mine in the store whenever it is available. All right. So now my pork shoulder is uncovered. I put more jerk seasoning all around to put it back in the oven on 425 to give it this nice bark. Look at that bark. It looks like it was actually smoked. Look at that. Look how the bone just wants to come away. Mind you, I didn't take the bone out yet because I wanted to record this video and take a picture. It was so hot, but I want to show you guys how tender it is. It's so hot, it's burning my fingers up. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to make this again. I can't wait. I actually used to make jerk sliced pork shoulder where they actually slice it down and make it into like individual sized pieces. I used to jerk that all the time, but I haven't seen that out here where I'm at. Oh, I miss New York. I miss New York. All right, but y'all, this came out absolutely delicious, very tender. And although the skin did not come out crispy like I intended, it was melt in your mouth. It melted in your mouth like butter. And the meat was so flavorful. You can taste the jerk seasoning. You can taste the pimento. You can taste the smoke. That liquid smoke, hey, I'm not against the liquid smoke. I think it does a great job. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. God bless every single one of you. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope that you all had a great July 4th. I hope you all had a great weekend. And yeah, have a marvelous day and peace.